Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a collective reading and it is timeless, so whenever you come across this video, however you find it, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. And if you feel so inclined, somewhere in the course of this video, if you find any value in the content, you want to like and subscribe, if you want to share or comment, whatever you choose to do, this channel is for you. So do what feels right to you always. We have been going through the MEGADECK, the cards that have not been pulled in all of the readings that I've done on this channel through all of the decks. All of those cards were put together, shuffled into completely random order, and pulled one at a time for our daily readings for the next, well, probably 100+ days. Until we get through every card. We're going to go through every single card just in random order. So we are today looking at the Crystal Grid Oracle deck by Nicola McIntosh. And today's card is card number 30, representing passion. And our stone at the center of our grid is a ruby record keeper. And I'd actually never heard of record keepers before, which kind of surprised me because I do a lot with crystals and I have been for quite some time, but I don't know everything. And this is why I always like doing a little bit of research on our cards before we start the reading and ask for the divine wisdom. I also believe that whatever information is sent to me at my request for these readings is directed specifically towards you and towards the reading for you. So individualized. Here we go. We're going to talk a little bit about rubies first before we get into what is a record keeper. But throughout time, ruby has been known as a stone of nobility. And this is from thecrystalcouncil.com. This is just a little excerpt I'm going to read. The vibrations of ruby resonate with ultimate life force and emanate the highest vibrations of pure red light. Ruby is a powerful grounding stone that greatly increases the chi, or energy, in one's body, flourishing all bodily systems and organs for the utmost performance. It stimulates harmonious chi. Is it chi or chi? You guys can let me know in the comments. I think it's chi. It stimulates harmonious chi flow throughout the body and draws life force directly into the root chakra. This highly energizes the physical, emotional, and mental bodies, making ruby an especially powerful tool for those who feel a daily lack of strength. Rubies excel at gathering and amplifying energy while promoting and stimulating mental concentration so that one may focus mass amounts of energy towards any goal. Well, yeah, we'll definitely take that. And just keep in mind, the whole purpose of these readings, specifically from this Oracle deck online, you don't have the card in your hand. You don't have the stone necessarily. Maybe you do. Maybe you've got a ruby, either shaped or raw. Doesn't matter. Maybe you have that available and you can hang on to it when we do the actual reading, once we go over the background information. But most of us just don't have rubies laying around everywhere. But you can get the energy from this stone, from this card, from the grid, from the intention of the artist and the author of the deck. All of that energy is coming directly to us through the image of the card. You can put your hand over the screen, over the card, and get an actual connection. You've got more chakras in your hand, in the palm of your hand, in your fingertips. Get that energy reading directly from the card's image itself. You don't need a stone in your hand. You've got the image in your hand, literally. So that's a little background information about rubies. Here's what we know about record keepers. A record keeper crystal can be identified by the appearance of raised, more common, or sunken triangles on the surface of the crystal. The triangles usually only appear on one or two of the faces of the crystal. So you know now I'm going to be going through and looking at all my crystals. I got a lot of those. See if I have any record keepers. Most record keepers seem to be part of the quartz family. So clear quartz, smoky quartz, amethyst, citrine, etc. But they're also occasionally found in the corundum group, such as rubies and sapphires. It is believed that the record keeper triangles can be used to access information stored in the crystal, which can be accessed through meditation or connecting with the crystal. The knowledge and wisdom held within is believed to be from ancient civilizations and our ancestors. They also work well to help guide on shamanic journeys and astral travel. The crystals can also help to enhance intuition and psychic, past life work, and spirit contact abilities. The stones can also be used to help access the Akashic records. Record keeper crystals are also very good for programming to store your own information. Well, now aren't you going to go off and look for yours unless you've already got yours? And again, feel free to share in the comments if you personally have experience working with record keeper stones of whatever variety. Card number 30, obviously we've got the 30 representing and reducing down to the number 3, which is the first of the perfected Tesla numbers. The number 3 is the most balanced number. It is the most balanced geometric shape. It's the triangle, and it represents the first geometric shape that is able to be formed in our 3D experience once we come out of the two-dimensional experience with the circle. So remember, we start out with one dimension, we've just got a dot. You can't go anywhere, there's no directions at all on the first dimension. So you've just got a dot of existence. It is, in a way, base chakra. 2 dimensions, sacral chakra, second chakra. You now have directions you can turn in. Now your identity is linked to things around you, people around you, environments around you. You are developing your sense of identity in terms of tribe and where you belong, your second chakra. 3rd dimension, where we live currently, you can go up and down as well as in different directions. So you go from the point to the circle to the triangle. The number 3, the most balanced shape, the triangle. And obviously we've got a triangle that we're working here with this grid. We've got, looks very much like the flower of life in this grid. Not sure what other stones are in here. Let's take a look and find out. Quartz is in there, garnet is in there, and optical calcite. I was wondering what the other red stones were. So in the very center is the record keeper. On the outside edges, those long, thin, are optical calcites. The interior circle that's got the small little red stones, those are garnets. And then the larger round clear stones are, and there's some cubes in there too. I can see those cubes. Optical calcite and or quartz, clear quartz. So we're working with base and sacral chakras here with this red, pinkish orange. I'm also feeling very much heart chakra with like rose quartz kind of feeling with the ruby and the garnet. I know that they typically represent base chakra, but a lot of times we know that rubies are given as signs of affection and love as well. So they're highly prized gemstones of high quality, and they're not as common as, say, garnets and the quartzes and stuff. So what I'm getting from the energy of the card itself before we go into the book, and I haven't looked in the book to find out what that reading actually says, but just from the image of the card itself, like I said, I'm getting unconditional love, unconditional acceptance. Just this feeling of being wrapped up in this beautiful, warm hug of compassion, of clearing karma, clearing records, making new records, making new memories, making new plans, making making new directions. We know passion, we've talked about passion almost to the point of you getting tired of it. I'm sure if you've listened to this channel more than once, passion is where we are supposed to be living. It's not just passion in a romantic sense, although there's certainly that, but passion, we are to be finding our passion, as Bashar says, whatever our next biggest excitement, the thing that inspires us more than anything else in the next moment. What is the next thing that you would want to do? The last thing that you wanted to do, your greatest passion, was to click on this video. That was the most recent thing that you did, that you were following your passion. You were following what you wanted to do. That's all we're supposed to do. And understanding there's caveats, you know, you're looking for, what is your dream life? Who do you want to be in all aspects of your life? That should be your North Star, and following your passion simply means recentering, recalibrating on that North Star goal. What is how do you see yourself in a month, in a year, in 10 years? Where do you see yourself? Are your dreams possible within the next year? Are they possible within the next 5 years? Nail it down to a specific time, and that passion will ignite in you once you recognize that this is possible. You can actually do this. It's like all of a sudden the chains come off. The leash is unhooked and you are on. That's what passion is. And following your passion simply means recalibrating on that North Star, who you know you truly want to be, who it is that is your highest and greatest, most perfected, authentic self. That's your passion. As well as passion in relationships. We can have passionate friendships and passionate family relationships. They don't necessarily have to be intimate partners, but there is, as I said, certainly that. So we just had a previous reading not too long ago about romance. Are you ready for more romance? I remember that's the title of the reading. Feel free to check that out. I'm not going to link it to this video. You can find it under that if you are looking for that. If you're in the market for romance, honey, this is another card of confirmation that is either on its way if you haven't seen it manifesting yet, or if you're already in a relationship and you're just feeling like it's a little stale, this is your sign that you are invited to express more passion in that relationship, in whatever way you feel is right and is going to bring about the highest and greatest good for you and everybody else. So that's what I get from the reading, from the card itself. Let's take a look in the book and find out what the reading says for us from Ms. McIntosh. This card represents passion, shield, and courage. Ruby is a stone that stimulates the base, sacral, and heart chakras. Draw on it when you need courage or strength. You may have exhausted yourself doing too much or are battling through some life changes. It's time to recharge your batteries with Ruby and stimulate your creativity as well as your vitality. It's also time to bring passion back to your life while ensuring you remember to nurture yourself. You need to give your body the right nutrition, so when you find your passion for something, you have the physical stamina to see it through. Being closely associated with the base chakra, Ruby reminds you to look after yourself physically. Ruby can also stimulate Kundalini energy. So if it's passion you're after, then Ruby is your crystal. As well as the beautiful qualities Ruby brings, the crystal in this grid is also a record keeper, a keeper of ancient information. Is it answers that you seek? Meditating with record keepers can help you discover universal truths. Do not go into meditation with a record keeper with a specific question in mind. Let whatever information is in the crystal come to you. You may be surprised by what you receive, but know that it is exactly what you needed at this time. And our exercise. Record keeper crystals are perfect for shamanic journeys, but meditating with them is just as effective. If you do a shamanic journey, shrink yourself down so you can enter the crystal and learn what it has to offer you. Meditating and asking the crystal spirit to show you what wisdom it holds will allow you to be open to its teachings. Do whatever works best for you, or maybe try both. Another way you can support your base chakra is by eating good food and red foods such as beetroot. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. That is our reading for the day for card number 30, Passion, from the Crystal Grid Oracle deck of Nicola McIntosh. I do hope that it resonated and blessed you. As always, take what resonates, let everything else go. Release all of that other stuff, like we've also been talking about previously in previous readings. When you release old energy, you release attachments to old stuff that's no longer serving you, you allow room for your passion, for the things that you do want to do, the things that will move you forward, to expand in your life, in every direction, in every area of your life. So that is the reading that we've got for today. I love you. If you haven't heard that recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. I love you. You are amazing. I know it's hard to believe sometimes. Look in the mirror and just remember, I love you. Have an amazing, blessed day. Namaste and ciao for now.